Hey everyone, this video is a little different than what I usually do, but I recently went to my first convention with one of my best friends and co-host on the Nerdiest Podcast, Nick with no K, and we took a ton of video, so I thought it'd be cool to put it together and share the experience with you, so I hope you enjoy. I didn't really know what to expect from my first convention. I knew there'd be a lot of shopping and celebrities, which turned out to be accurate because we were there and our podcast has over 31,000 plays, so, you know. What we did know is that we would be buying our own food because convention food is expensive as Christmas and not very good. So naturally, we got the stuff to make peanut butter and jelly, Hot Pockets, and cake. Hot Pockets ended up being a pretty bad decision. The hotel bathroom definitely paid the price for that one. We went to the Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, which was cool because I haven't been to Knoxville in years and had never been to the downtown part that we stayed in, so it was really fun. Once we checked in, we were ready to make our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but we realized we didn't have any plates, spoons, knives, or anything. We ended up stealing some silverware from the breakfast area in the hotel lobby, so once we ate, we were ready to hit the convention to scope it out and see what was happening. But once we were there, I didn't record any video. I was so overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things to see, I couldn't even process it. If you've never been to a convention, it's like this. There's a ton of stuff upstairs, lots of cool vendors and meeting rooms for celebrity panels and whatnot. But then downstairs, imagine a giant Costco-sized warehouse just for nerd stuff. More on this later. Once we finished getting a lay of the land, we were happy to explore the city and ended up seeing Despicable Me 4, which was really good. That night, we returned to make the mistake of eating 2 Hot Pockets for dinner. We used the microwave in the lobby from the breakfast room, so if you can imagine 2 dudes carrying Hot Pockets through a fancy hotel lobby, yeah, that was us. The next day, after a powerful breakfast, we were ready to hit the convention like a blind redneck with a deer in the road. Remember that nerdy Costco I mentioned earlier? Yeah, this is it. They had everything you could ever imagine. Games, movies, comics, custom glassware, apparel, swords, knives, lots of art, toys galore. They even had someone giving tattoos at a booth. And I thought 2 Hot Pockets was a bad decision. As we waded through a sea of some of the worst smelling people I have ever experienced, my social battery drained pretty fast. We couldn't bring our own food in the convention, but since our hotel was a short walk, we went back to have some sandwiches for lunch after stopping by the local farmer's market. We went back for a couple panels in the afternoon. We saw Giancarlo Esposito, Michael Rooker, and Gina Carano all gave Q&As. I didn't buy a ton of stuff. The main thing I got was this lo-fi Zelda vinyl, which I was pretty hyped about, and I also got a few pins and some sheet music artwork. After a long day of conventioning, we were ready to wind down for the day. We had an overpriced dinner at a local restaurant and then proceeded to play the most frustrating game of Monopoly for the Nintendo Switch. We had to cheat at this game like 7 times, but we eventually teamed up and beat the AI on easy, which was stupid, but it's whatever. Tired from an amazing weekend, we put Knoxville in the rearview mirror. After a quick stop at Bussy's and a few rounds of Wii Sports, we said our goodbyes and parted ways. Looking back on this trip, I can say that I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. The convention space was really cool, everyone was really nice, and it felt very safe, which sounds like a weird thing to say, but this is definitely a place that could feel very dangerous if it was not handled properly. I think my main takeaway was, in the most sincere way possible, it's more about the friends you made along the way. I had a great time talking to vendors and learning about their stories and their lives, but most of all, me and Nick had a great time together. The convention was really awesome, but what I'm gonna remember most is sneaking Hot Pockets through a hotel lobby, or the 2-hour game of Monopoly where we had to team up to beat the AI, or when we decided to see a 6:10 showing of Despicable Me 4 at 6:03, or our long conversations about life in the car, etc. And I really think that this is the point of these events. Everyone here is gathering to this central point because they all have the same interests. Whether you're there for Pokemon cards or the 7 swords shops we counted, something about this event brought you and 1,000 other people here. And I think that's really cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go back to talking about movies now, but this was a really fun experience I felt like was worth sharing. If you have any thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!